Hello everybody, welcome to yet another exciting session of Revit brought to you by CATSIM Technologies. In today's session we bring to you the basic concepts and working in Revit MEP 2014. In this session we will discuss about how to link an architectural model in a Revit MEP interface and then start working with it for a mechanical design. In Revit MEP, you can work in three disciplines, that is mechanical, electrical, plumbing and piping. In the mechanical environment, you can add all the mechanical equipment required for a HVAC design, along with adding air terminals, adding ducts, and then making a probable route out of it. In this session, we will discuss how to first start a Revit MEP session and then set basic units for the mechanical design, and then we will learn to link the architectural model in which we are going to start the mechanical design and then do a basic analysis of the spaces based on the requirement of the project. So here in the interface you can see the Revit MEP startup screen. Here we have projects area and families area. So we'll start up the new project, and here in the new project dialog box, in the template file you have several options to work, like you can select the mechanical template, you can select the electrical template, you can select the plumbing template, you can select the systems template. Now the mechanical template is used if you are solely working on a mechanical design. Similarly, if you are solely working in an electrical design, you can select the electrical template, and same if you're working in solely working in a plumbing design or a piping part, you can select the plumbing template. But here in this session we will select the systems template, as we are going to work on all of the three disciplines of MEP in a single project. So I select the systems template, and here I select the project option because we are going to start with a new project, and choose the OK button. Now the Revit MEP interface will open. It takes time because it takes time to load the libraries and the other files, so here we have the Revit interface. In this you have several tabs: the systems tab, the architecture tab, the insert tab, and usual as annotate and other tabs that are common to Revit. But the systems tab cover almost all the systems, like the HVAC, the plumbing and piping, electrical and others. So here first we will see how the project browser is managed in the system template. You can see the project discipline over here. In MEP we have 2014, you have the dockable windows over here. So you can see the discipline. You have the electrical discipline, you have the power discipline, you have the mechanical discipline. All the disciplines are there in the systems template in Revit MEP 2014. So we will, by default, the mechanical template 1, that is the first level mechanical floor plan, is activated in the view. So you can see the interface over here. It's similar to all the Revit platforms if you have worked into. And then next, see how to set the units. So to set the units, you go to the Manage tab. As usual, you see the Project Units tool in the Settings panel. So here in the Project Unit dialog box, you have different disciplines for the unit. Let's suppose in the structure, HVAC, electrical, piping. If you want to set the unit for the edge VAC settings, you have the different options over here. For like airflow, you have this CFM as the unit. If you want to change any of the unit, let's say I want to change the unit of density, because we have taken the imperial unit as the default, so you can change into either any of them. It will keep the default value. Once you set the units, the other thing that you want before you start the project you need to do is you need to set the project location. That is because the entire energy analysis of the building will be made upon the location. So location is very important for a MEP project before you start up this project. So I choose in the Manage tab, in the Project Location panel, I choose the Location tool, and here I choose Get the Location, Weather and Site dialog box. So I'll use the Google Map if you have to be online for that to get the map services. And let's say I want to make the project in Sherville, Indiana, USA. So I set the project, it does not match. Okay, continue with the address. So let's see, again we'll set it. So you have set the project location as Sherville, Indiana, USA. Choose the OK button. Now the project location, the north and the south of the project is set. Next, once you set the project location, now in the project location you can see the weather tab. This is one of the unique option in the MEP software, because in the architecture and the structure software you won't find this weather tab. Here you can basically design the heating, design temperature. You can put a value over here, and you can set the dry bulb, wet bulb temperature throughout the year. So you closest weather station, for the Indiana it is South Weymouth. If you select, so it would be based upon the data from the South Weymouth, but if you want to set your own, you can clear the checkbox and set the values. Right, so I'm getting the values from the weather station for the Indiana. Choose OK. Now let's start from after setting the locations. I need to start with linking the architectural model in the MEP interface. I am into the floor plans 1 mech view. Here in the Manage tab you can see there are various options, but before that I need to insert the Revit file. For that I have to go to the link panel, and in the link panel I say link Revit. So here in the link Revit I will go to the location where I have set the project, the architecture project. Here this is the CATSIM project. I browse here and I see the linked file over here. Now let's see that there are certain elements in the linked file, like the levels that I want to owe. Like I want to get the levels of the linked file into the current project. For this I have to use the copy monitor tool. For here I go to the collaborate tab. Here for the copy monitor option I have this select link. What this tool does, it will copy some selected elements from the link project. For here I want to copy the grids and the levels used in the linked file to the current project. So I select the link, I select the linked file, and I see here in the options I will go for the settings over here. Okay, that's fine, and then I'll say copy. So on doing it, let's say I want to copy multiple objects. I say multiple and I go to the elevation and select the levels that I want to copy. For example, go to the options, again choose OK. I choose the copy option. I go for the multiple option. Here I press the control key, select the levels that I want to copy, and then say finish. So what happened actually is, okay, there's a warning message. I'm able to copy the levels in the linked file to my current project. Now I want to make this levels use in the plan. So I'll choose the finish button first, and then for that I'll go to the view tab. In the view tab I have the plan views. I will go for the floor plan. Now I see that the levels in the linked file are available to be created as a floor plan. So I select, press the control key and select all the 3 levels, and here this levels have been copied and is now available for under the HVAC hierarchy list. So I can see the plans of this. Now similarly, I want to create the plan views for the reflected ceiling plan for all the 3 levels. So I choose the OK, and then now I can see question mark over here. I mean with it, because it has not been assigned. Let's say assign the template for the HVAC. So what I do is I expand it and then select individual ceiling plans and go to the properties palette, and then change the template over here to, let's say I want to change it into, let's say, mechanical ceiling plan. Apply. Okay. Similarly select, now it's moved to here. You can see that FFLR, first floor ceiling plan, has moved under the ceiling plans of the HVAC. Similarly ground floor. In the GFLR